Hello, welcome back to Urban X Files. My name is Keith, and today we are gonna discuss some haunted dolls. For the people who are watching this now, there was supposed to be a video out today where I take you on a tour of the Anglican Cathedral, but I've not been able to finish it all and get it all done in time. I've just had a really crazy week, so rather than not have a video out today, I thought I would treat you all to a story about a haunted doll. Although we know these haunted dolls, we have Robert the Doll, and we've also got Annabelle as well. Well, have you ever heard of a doll that goes by the name of Peggy? The woman was distraught. She'd been experiencing chronic headaches, debilitating nausea, and terrifying nightmares. She was plagued with a continual sense of dread, and she could not shake this feeling that was an unearthly presence in her home. She knew the source of all this anguish, and she wanted it gone. She told paranormal investigator Jane, "Please take it away." The doll in question was a large little doll with short blonde hair and vivid blue eyes. The woman told her that no matter what room she hid the doll in, she was still tormented by these nightmares, and she had consistent health issues. She had even called in a priest, but nothing he did had helped this poor woman. At her wit's end, the woman Googled haunted dolls, and she came across this investigator's website. Now, she got in touch with this investigator of the paranormal in absolute desperation. Now, when she got in touch with this paranormal investigator, the paranormal investigator took great pity onto this lady because she genuinely felt sorry for her, because this woman was literally at her wit's end. And it sparked off a very intriguing story. Now, that was in September of 2014, and since then she has logged her investigation of this doll and all the things that go on it. If I can find the website, I will link it into this story. Now, the one major breakthrough came in March of 2015 when there was a psychic medium who informed the paranormal investigator that he had made contact with this entity that haunted this doll. And he said that after making contact and he was studying the images, he learned that the doll's spirit was named Peggy. Now, she had been born in 1946 and died of an asthma attack. Now, when this medium asked if she was happy, Peggy replied that she was not, and she was a very angry spirit. Now, when the medium asked, why are you so angry? You know, what's going on? As you do. She replied, so he asked why she was angry, and her reply was, "Not Christian," is the reply that came through on this doll. Now, unknown to Chris at the time, the medium, she had, yeah, at the time, I think this doll was being displayed on like a web show somewhere. So it was recorded live, and there was a crucifix that was placed around this doll's neck to ward off this evil spirit. Now, there was plenty of people who got in touch who also felt they had a spiritual medium type gift, and they advised this paranormal investigator to remove the cross from the doll's neck because she didn't like it. Now, Peggy then, I think, become some form of internet celebrity with this web show of this haunted doll, and many people have come forward to the investigator who was conducting this investigation, saying that they shared the same dark feelings, they had all similar dreams, and there was some tangible events that they've all experienced very similar. Now, this is after they watched this doll on the web show and studied this doll, and they all logged their own experiences of just and without sharing the individual's experience, and these people's experience were logged, and they noted that there was quite a few similar dreams and feelings, and unfortunately many of these shared experiences were very negative experiences. And Jane had stated that that over 80 people had complained of chest pain and headaches and then other illnesses after studying this haunted doll called Peggy. As we mentioned earlier, the chest pain is in relation to Peggy because she died of an asthma attack. Now, others have also reported that their computers were freezing up and light bulbs were blowing in the house, and there was cold spots appearing in these rooms. So I wondered, was this doll some sort of like a beacon? And I think with spirits and ghosts and whatever you want to do, they don't follow the rule of time as we humans do on Earth. So is it possible that this doll was able to bilocate the spirit of this doll, if that's what it was? Was it able to bilocate to different locations all at the same time? It's very, very strange. Now, some people was unable to continue mentioning this doll's name for all of the disruption and it caused in these lives. There was 4 different psychic mediums who studied Peggy, and so far all of them say she is restless and frustrated. And they've also believed that she had been persecuted when she was alive. And very possible is that she was a Jewish Holocaust victim, which is why it could have been asthma. Did she die in the Holocaust? Was she gassed out? So after this celebrity ghost doll had caused all this disruption, there were many psychics who or mediums who were offering to take this doll off her hands, and they wanted to study it themselves. Now, although these many offers came in, the paranormal investigator Jane had to decline because she was scared that these it just wouldn't go down well. And then, so Jane originally started out as some form of skeptic. So as I said, Jane, this paranormal investigator, was a bit of a skeptic when it comes to these allegations made against this doll and all the psychics and mediums who had given their explanations or their theories on Peggy. Now, after Jane's research, she is one of these investigators, from what I can see, is where she is more likely to debunk something rather than pursue its paranormal things. It could be a coincidence, it could be one of these different things, I don't know. But her theory was she'd rather rule everything out than confirm it's haunted. But Jane was unable to determine what it was. She couldn't put her finger on it. She just knew that there was something There's something. What was this something? Now, Jane took out a pendulum session on this doll. Now, I've used pendulums during investigations in the past, and they've proven to be pretty accurate. Whenever I conduct an investigation, as you'll know, I always try and use more than one communication device, be it Alice, Spirit Box, whatever. So when asking questions with the pendulum, you hold your pendulum, and then it can circle for a yes, or it can swing for a no, or it can move different directions, which is why it's used by many other paranormal investigators. Now, so yeah, during this pendulum investigation, Jane reported that this pendulum started going haywire, where it was swinging on its own accord, moving in different directions. So I was unable to find any footage of this happening when she conducted her investigation, so I can't show you, but that's basically what happened. So Jane had noted these entries in her notebook of all the different things that can happen during this investigation. And then the next morning, Jane could not find her notebook anywhere. So all the questions she'd answered and the pendulum had answered, all these questions she'd asked and this pendulum had answered, gone. Nothing was there. It literally vanished into thin air. And then after searching extensively throughout her house, she found it perched in the beams of her basement ceiling. Now, she can't reach up there, so someone or something had placed her notebook on the beams, and she had to get her husband to get the ladders to get up and get it. It could have been her husband that done it. Who knows? I don't know. But for the purpose of this story, this is what Jane has recalled. Now, Jane speculated perhaps Peggy didn't want the information during the pendulum session to get out. But Jane was determined to get to the bottom of this doll and its hauntings. Now, she was committed to unraveling the mystery of Peggy, and she has stated on her website that her team believes the doll displays strong evidence of paranormal activity, and the case will be ongoing for some time. She had also shared these other thoughts, that this case, above all others, leaves her feeling with more questions to why she feels so anxious about this particular doll. Now, when people hear about haunted dolls, the first thing they think of is Annabelle and Robert the Doll. But it seems we have more haunted dolls than these two infamous, famous dolls. Now, however, what they are dealing with are spirit attachments to these dolls. But I am unsure if they are all spirit attachments. As in the case of Annabelle, I believe Annabelle is more likely to be demonic than a spirit attachment. I just hope that the study with Peggy was not done so that the doll, this entity that's in the doll, was able to trick the paranormal investigator into staying with her and then releasing havoc into the house where she is. So I don't know. Now, because of the numerous reports of illnesses and headaches and the nightmares that were occurring after Peggy, there was a picture displayed, which I'll share with you now, But I'll give you a warning just in case you choose not to see it. In 5 seconds, skip this part. It's not scary. It's just caused a lot of discomfort to people who've seen the doll. So I'll leave that with you. Now, it might be worth saying a prayer or some form of blessing while you're watching it. So I will say one in this video now, is that the angels, gods, whatever your religion and whatever you choose to believe, I ask you for protection to keep the people watching this video safe in case this doll causes havoc in their lives. I hope it won't, but I ask for protection for all the viewers today. Archangel Michael, protect the viewers. Archangel Michael, for those of you who do not know, is the head of God's army, if that's how you want to view it. Archangel Michael is a very, very strong archangel. So people do call on him for protection. And another angel, which I like, is Archangel Raphael, who is the angel of healing. So I ask you, angels, to protect these viewers today, and I will share this video now. So, sorry, not this video, this picture now. So viewers be warned. But say your own prayer of protection. I hope you enjoyed this sort of half-bit story today. I just didn't want to disappoint anyone with no video, because to be fair, I really enjoyed the these premieres of a Sunday with everyone. After Wheaty's video, I put mine on then. So it's I've become to really enjoy these Sunday sessions with everyone. So a massive thank you to everyone who is watching this video, and it's so much appreciated. And I hope you did enjoy the story. If you did, please let me know in the comments, and take care, and see you all next week with a definite tour of the Anglican Cathedral and the grounds it's on as well. I'll also try and do 2 separate tours. We'll do the garden, which is the cemetery. We'll do the cathedral itself, and then hopefully, if I can go back when it's very dark, I'll give you a tour of this in night vision. Take care, and see you all next week. Peace.